Okay, now I should have sound. Do we have sound now? Do we have sound now? Okay, now okay, I think we have sound now. That's weird. Alright. Yep, alright, good. Hello everybody, welcome! Yes, there is sound. For whatever reason, so tonight I will be in Kerbal Space Program, if you have not noticed. Yeah. Oh, hey, Optimus, welcome. Hello everybody, welcome. Because so Bulls doesn't have the game, I don't believe, and he's not totally thrilled in the chitty chatty when he's 15 seconds behind or something of that nature anyway. So I'm going to be here all alone, which kind of worked out since all of a sudden Discord it's broken. It won't let me log into it at all. It happened like 3 minutes ago. All of a sudden Discord is just completely busticated. So I don't know what happened there. It's crazy talk. I tried to reboot it, but it ain't working. That's weird. So I guess it kind of worked out that the night that Discord goes belly up happens to be the night where I'm playing solo. Mr. Bullsy is in the chat though, so he will be helping out from that perspective. So I got a couple of ideas and questions around how we want to play tonight in Kerbal. So the normal way I like to play this game is obviously in career mode. One downside to career mode is it takes a while to progress through all the science and everything that you need. Yes, Discord went, I'm taking a break. Yeah, it's completely broken. I don't know why. I'm glad it's not just me. But yeah, so we could play in career mode. So there's a couple of options. If I go start new, we can play in sandbox mode, which basically means everything is available to us. Or we can play in career mode, and I do have an option for career mode, actually. I figured out that I can cheat us some science if we're not making enough progress. And we also have this missions. This is brand. We're in the new version of the game, and it's got a mission builder and play missions. So there's another option here too, where we can actually go through and try and do some of these scenarios that have like victory conditions and things of that nature. We got the dawn of the space age. We got some that go to the moon or the moon. Bulls are getting mad at me for saying moon, so I'm going to say moon, or moon or moon if we're talking about lot. But yes, we got these 3 different ideas. And so what would you guys' preference be? Sandbox mode. The downside with sandbox mode for me is that like I still haven't made it like super far in this game. So there's a ton of parts, and there's a million parts, and I'll get confused by them, and I won't know what to use. Yeah, mutate coffee. That's right. So that's the downside with the sandbox mode for me. So career mode with cheating in some science whenever we need to like make some progress. I'm okay with that, and I think that might be a really fun way to do it as well. Or the missions, like play one of these mission styles. What do you guys think we should do? And hello, Gunny. Discord can't handle the awesomeness of Anubis Raw. Nice. Hello, Iron Matrix. Discord seems to be fine now. It's still doing the little spinny action for me. I don't know why. Just shut it down. Maybe I'll try reopen it in a minute. Bulls isn't there. Yeah, no, well, Discord is actually broken right now as well. Nope, besides Discord crashed so hard, it wouldn't be hearing me anyways. That's right. So it actually kind of worked out that the game is crashing tonight. Or the game, I mean Discord. Alright, I'm not seeing any suggestions at the moment. So I think what I'll do for now is we will go into... was close to boycotting for the absence of bulls. Nice. You're showing up in it now, yeah. Sandbox. Okay, yeah, so I got to vote for sandbox. Again, like, it might be overwhelming for me. I have no idea what half or 3/4 of the parts do. You need to get used to the game again. Yeah, well, so the idea behind the idea behind going with career mode, I could cheat in science to keep the progression happening, but that way we can still go through like the parts as they come available, so that I don't get overwhelmed. You need to get. I'm still seeing dusting the cobwebs and spinning Discord. Yeah, I know. I've got a spinner as well. Yeah, career, says Optimus. Okay, so yeah, I can go career with cheating, like with not like super cheating, just science point cheating. Don't do career yet. I want to go through the moon, not earn the parts. Well, see, that's why I'm saying I'm going to cheat in science, so we can just unlock science when we need it, right? Like we start by making a smaller rocket, and then kind of like just boost ourselves up without worrying about having to go collect all that science. All right, well, let's try it. I'm going to try it this way. We're going to try it in career mode to see if we like it, because at least then we can very quickly progress through the parts. Okay, yeah. And see how that goes. That also means that we can kind of slowly progress through the building stuff too. I can cheat in money as well. So here, I'll show you what I mean. So if I come into here and I go bring up the debug menu, we go into cheats. Down here, I can actually just say, like, so right now we have this much money and this much science, right? I can actually just go in here and say science, boom, now I've got 10 science, right? And I can go boom, now I have 0 science. So I think we'll go with this. That way, you know, if we don't get slowed down if by anything, we can just come in here and do that. So what we're going to do though is, and we're not going to worry too much about the missions. We're just going to make up our own what do we call it? Make up our own missions here, okay? So I think the goal tonight is we want to try and get to the moon, land on the moon, and get back. Hello, everybody, or evening, everybody. Hello, Spider, welcome. I think... Let's just quit that. Anyway, Anubis, what is your main goal for right now? Well, I was thinking try to get to the moon and back. What do you guys think the goal should be? That's open for debate. I was going to start with just trying to get to the moon and back, like land on the moon, walk around, come back. We can start with that, see if we can get any further. Okay, back to lurking. Nice. And working on a new mission for Armor 3. Nice, okay, cool. Not to explode. Okay, that's my goal. Well, we'll see. The goal should be not to die, yeah. Okay, go to the vehicle assembly mission. It's not hard to get to the moon. Well, yeah, no, I've been to the moon before, but we'll start with that, and then we can see if we can go to like more planets and things. So, starting with just what you start with. Now, there is some new stuff in this game with this new update. So, like, this is brand new for me. The Onion Reentry Module. I don't even know what that is. This is the command pod that I'm used to. And I do have a bunch of mods installed, so I'm testing out mods tonight too for hopefully the series that I hope to start soon. Most of the mods seem to be updated. This is the one that I was really waiting for, was this Kerbal Engineer Redux. This just makes life so wonderful. But if we want to start by just getting into orbit, like obviously we can just start by making sure that I don't die right off the bat. We'll just make a very simple... what do I want? I want... ground, indigenous science, EVA items. Ooh, that's new, huh? Utility, I think, is what we put the parachute. So, like, this is like the first spaceship you always make. Who do we want to put in here? Oh, what's the coat hanger? Oh, yeah, look at this. You can change their clothes. Forgot you could do that now. That's awesome. Okay, so we'll change your clothes. And I'm just going to take this out to the launch. And just make sure that I'm not so rusty that we're just going to destroy everything on the first launch. Oh yeah, I got Chatter installed. I love that mod. You can see there's a bunch of mods over here. So we're going to try and just like boost off. Ooh, what's that? That's new. We're going to boost off towards the water over there. We're gonna max. We got max thrust, max everything. So. Oh, and yeah, see, this is why we do things. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. I totally forgot about staging. First thing ever, once again. I completely forgot about staging. Therefore, yeah, exactly. So there was our first flight, maiden voyage. Jeez. Music is the music is a little loud? Okay. I should be able to fix that by grabbing. There we go. Let's see. Let me know if that's better for the music, guys. I love how the simple things make him so happy. There's a mod to change their clothes. Yeah, well, I think this is built in now, though. Those clothing items. So yeah, so we'll just get back down. There's our first mission. We did amazing. Oh, that's not the button. Where's the what's the time acceleration? It's plus and minus, right? I thought it was plus and minus. Oh no, it's the dot. There we go. Down we go. Two ships, one sent up, the other sent up to get the first pilot. That's right, yeah, exactly. Doesn't matter about the max thruster with SRBs. Yeah, that's true. Taka the rocket isn't going anywhere. He doesn't need wings. Tiny craft, yeah. Alright, so that was just, you know, making sure that I remembered how the game works, and obviously I don't. So that's awesome. Recover the vessel. No boom on that one, sorry. Alright, so there we go. Next, let's just bring this back in. Alright, so if we go to the science, and let's see, the first thing we want to do, so this is a good question for you guys too, like as far as when I do the actual proper career playthrough without cheating, there's a whole bunch of signs in here that we can unlock, right? And I was trying to think about, like, for a moon landing, obviously you want to unlock these items first, and then you want to unlock these main parts here. So let me just, I think I have to be, oh no, so we can, so I just say give myself 100 science for now. Let's unlock this one and this one, right? So this gives me the smaller tanks and a liquid. I think, like, for getting to the moon, you probably want at least some liquid swivel. We're gonna have decouplers. I'll have like KSB for dummies. Some of this stuff is definitely mods, right? Stability, or is this? Oh, survivability. Like, well, I'll definitely have to be going down and unlocking this stuff in my career mode for the science. We probably, yeah, those aerodynamic and the radial decouplers, and that's a slightly better rocket relevant engine, a bigger fuel tank. I'm gonna sort of lurk in chat. That's cool, Spider. I'm taking some time to relax after my physical test. Oh, that's right. That's right. The police academy tests, mental test, lie detector test, and my call out test. Wow, playing some XCOM 2 at the moment. You don't know your results yet, I guess. Huh? You're waiting on that. You have to let us know. $5 said there's a boom. Yeah, there'll be definitely a boom. The grind sucks. That's why I suggest sandbox. Well, yeah, like I said, obviously there is no grind because I can just give us as much science as we want. That's why I've done it this way. But I still want to kind of unlock these things as I go, right? So I think normally by the time you go to the moon, you probably want all of this stuff unlocked, right? And then if we look down in here, we can do more science, which right now we don't need to worry about because we can just unlock things. What was this? Enhanced survivability. Okay, that's empty. We've got mech jab. We've got better side things. Probably don't need to... Oh, actually, we're going to need some... how do we want to do this, right? Storage. Yeah, some of these things are mods that are empty, it looks like. And I think the mod that removes the empty nodes isn't working right now. Probodobodine. I love the name of that. The Probodobodine. No, 2 different ships. He makes one to send up and then one to send up first, then make another to go up and get to his first pilot and bring the second back safely. That's right. You need the other ones further down. You should use a nuclear engine. They don't require that much throttle and save fuel. Yeah, well, nuclear engines are way down the line, right? I'm just trying to think, like, what would be a good setup here to get to the moon on some basic rocketry? Like, we'll grab this fuel tank. We've got portable containers, decoupler. Probably don't need too much of this. Oh, the Poodle engine, right? Yeah, I wanted this one because this gives us what that... Yeah, the Terrier engine. That's what you want in the last stage. Portable containers, fuel structure, decouplers, containment unit. And you need a lot of parts. You have to unlock a lot, everything. Sure you do, Iron Matrix. I've made it to the moon and landed with basically just probably not much more than what I've got unlocked right now. General construction. Enhanced survivability. Landing struts. Probably want some of those, right? For making a lander. Some basic landing struts. Mech jet features. Advanced inline stabilizer. We got the lander can. That would probably be good. This is the hitchhiker storage, right? And that's the ladder. So I'm thinking like maybe we go... So I just don't want to be completely overwhelmed by parts right now. So maybe what I'll do is I'll just unlock this level. Oh, okay. Just grab a bunch of science. Yeah, these things are... I wish I had that mod that would remove stuff that we don't have showing. Landing. Bah! We don't need the struts. I think I'm going to go play Monster Hunter World. We'll have fun with that. I'm confused. What's the point of career mode if you're going to cheat all the way through it anyway? It was just for making sure that I'm not completely overwhelmed. Yeah, okay. If this is going to go on, we'll just... let's just go back to the main menu. And just unlock everything, and then you'll see the problem with that. So start a new game, sandbox, start, overwrite. Alright, here we go. Everything's unlocked. Got it. Alright, let's go to the moon. Now I got a million parts, and I have no idea where to start. So, and I have no idea when I would actually have these unlocked in the game. This is the small command pod. Let's get rid of that for the moment. And where's the one that has like 3 people? Mark 1 3 command pod. That's a bigger one, right? And this has, you can put 3 people in this one? Yes. Okay, so I can put a scientist, I can put an engineer, and I can put, well, we'll put Valentina in. That's not, come on, Valentina, go in there. So we can have 3 people. Now what do we want to do? Okay, so the command pod, we have 3 people coming. I guess we don't need to worry about any of this just yet. We might want to make a, like an actual, we'll just try and land this ship right on there. So if we go into fuel tanks, engines, command control, structural, because we're maybe the basic mission, I think what we'll try and do is we'll just bring this piece here itself will come back. So I need parachutes. Utility. I need a parachute. It's not utility, is it? Is it utility? Yeah, I think it is utility. Connector ports. Grappling hook. Can I just... Here, let's search. Para. Stack decoupler. Okay, so we got the radial parachutes. This is the too small one. Yeah, that's too small. So this one here, Mark 25. We got the Mark 16. Okay, so that is bigger. And it does tolerance parachute. We got this one here as well. Okay, I don't know which one is better though. Semi-deployable, effective, diameter, fully deployable, safe deploy speed, approximately 550 meters per second. Ooh, what's this one? Ooh, that one sounds way better. Fully deployable at 25, 1000. Okay, that one sounds better. Let's throw that on there. Anubis, did you figure out when I missed that? When you're gonna try my cadet challenge? Yeah, that will not be for a while. I'm definitely nowhere near in shape to do that. So I'm. How about this? My goal is I'll try and actually do your cadet challenge before the end of this fiscal year, or this year, I guess. It will be my goal. Before Christmas. Heat shields. Yeah, well, so I'll definitely need a heat shield on the bottom of this bad boy as well. Yes, you are very correct. So let's go heat shield. Now I need the big one. That's a small one. Heat shield. That's a... that doesn't look big enough. Let's bring it up like this. Heat shield 2.5, 3. Oh, wow, that one's huge. There. Boom. Heat shield. So that's what we're going to bring home. It would be kind of Apollo-y style. If you don't get heat shields, you're going to blow up. Yep, I do know that. Just for... Yeah, so no bulls today. Discord's being very broken. But also this is a single player game and it doesn't actually work very well. We talked about it earlier with the Bulls and I. The blue parachute. The blue parachute? What, this one? Okay. I don't know what the difference is. I've never used either of these parachutes. Because I've never gotten far enough to get the big size things in the game. KSP is multiplayer if you use a mod, yes. And I had no time to test out or play with the mods at all before tonight's stream. Those types of mods are normally pretty... I've heard that it can sort of work and it sort of not work. I don't think Bulls actually even has this game. I'm not sure. Alright, so that's the first... That's what we're coming home with. Alright? So then on the moon, we want to land this thing on the moon first. So let's go to... How do we want to do this? We need... This is engines. We actually need... coupling payload, aerodynamics, thermal, electrical, communications, science, utility, fuel tanks. That's what I want. 2.5. Alright, we got a million things. I don't want this part to be too big. Like, I want this to basically just be enough to land on the moon. And if I look at... So I do have a Delta V map. So if we're going to the moon, to get into orbit, we need 3,400 according to this. To get from orbit to, okay, so if we're on the moon, we want to have, looks like 500. I guess I can bring this map into the screen. I can see the numbers. So like, to land on the moon it says 580, to get into orbit is 310, to get a flyby is 360. So to get back to the planet, looks like we've got, what's that, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, about 17 or so. So let's say 1800 Delta V to get back and land. But I want, let's see here, how do we want to do this? Fuel. I go, no, that's a tiny one, right? We need one of the bigger ones. So what's the size I'm looking for here? Is that the, no, that's not the right size. That's not the right size. I need the ones, where does it show me the size? That's not the right size. 2.5, I think it's like 3, it's like 3.75 that I want. Does this actually, if I click on this? No. Oh no, wait, that said 2.5 meters. So I'm looking for a 2.5 meter fuel tank. Maybe they're down here? Where does it show me that? Where are your sizes? Tolerance, mass pressure. Right, like that. Looks like it's sort of the right size. Where does it tell you how big it is? I thought it just showed you on the... Like, it should tell you when you hover over here, right? 2.75. Oh yeah, and you're right, I do need a decoupler. Decouple. Mass tolerance, max pressure. Ooh, that's huge. 18. That's not big enough. The T6 stacked decoupler. 12. This is probably this 2.5 one here. Yeah. Okay, so that works. So there's this, the TS stacked decoupler. 25. And then there's one of these other ones here, this decoupler. I don't know which one would be better. Or if they're the same. Hey Anubis, there is a type sorter. Click size. It gives you a general idea of size. A type sorter? Clicks. Oh, size. You know what? I've never seen that before. So I'm assuming sort by size. These are the smallest ones at the top and the biggest ones at the bottom. Yes. Okay, cool. That helps. Thank you. Communications, science. Where is aerodynamics, payload, coupling? All right. So then we're still by size. Okay. So we got a coupler. Whoops. I don't need this. Wait. What are you doing here? Go away. All right. So that's what we're coming home with. We got the coupler. Now we need to go to fuel tanks, and we're still listed by size. So how big are you? You're not big enough. So if we go down a bit and grab, like, say you. Whoa, you're too big. You're too big. Rocket fuel, fuselage. You're too small. Okay, you kind of fit, but you're like a one for an airplane. There is this thing here too. I'm not exactly sure how. So filter by function, cross section. Profile. Mark II, Mark III. Oh, here we go. Size 2.5. So let's see here. That's a container. That's a fuel tank. So that fits. So we don't have an engine on here yet, so. Oh, you should have just ran stock before installing all these mods. I have no idea what these parts are. Yeah, so, well, actually, a lot of these parts are actually just new to the game, believe it or not. I didn't, like, all of the mods I have installed, none of them are actually for parts, other than, I think, like, you get a few mech-jeb things and stuff like that. But all of these parts, these are all new to the game. There's a whole whack of just new to the game parts. I did not install most of the mods that I have installed are not part related. They're mostly just quality of life kind of stuff. So this is how much rocket fuel, and then all right, let's see here. We need an engine. Name, mass, cost. So I wonder, can I do? So this sorts it by size. Can I also sub-assemblies? No. Filter by tech level. Oh, look at that. That's cool. I did not know that was a thing. Variant themes. By module, by the resource. Alright, by manufacturer, by resource, by module, by size. So these are all the ones that fit my size here. So if I go engine, can I just filter down the engines? What's the engine that we want on here? spark liquid fuel engine. What's a good one for, like, I know that the Terrier was a good, like, level 1 in space engine, but what's a good bigger engine? Wait, aren't I filtering by... Can you not also search and filter? So what's a good engine that I want here for this? Anyway, looking at AR reminds me of that I need to get a haircut. I'm approaching Spidey levels right now. Nice. Yes, I just got a haircut on the weekend. Anyone in chat want to choose my research for me? Oh my goodness. Nice. Maybe she might want to add a second fuel tank. Yeah. Well, here, I just need to find out what's the right fuel, or what's the right engine for space travel at this size. So I don't need size sorted here anymore. Mass, name, cost, mass. So those are the biggest ones at the bottom. Adapter. I want an engine. Ooh, what's this? Liquid poodle engine? There we go. That's probably what we want, right? Is the poodle engine on there. So now this now shows, the reason I wanted to just put an engine on, because this shows us our delta V, right? So right now we have a delta V of 2,500. Wow. That's a lot, actually. Like this, I wonder if this would be enough to just, like, if this was the full, well, here, let's bring up a, so if I go bring up a calculator really quick, and I say 500 and, oops, 580, which is the amount of delta V we need to actually land on the surface, plus 310, which is the amount we need to get into orbit around the moon, and then 860, which is the amount that we need to get to do a flyby of it. So that's 1,750. Now I'm thinking about, like, for the return trip. This actually is probably enough to get us back, like, off the moon and then back into orbit and landing, right? So this would be the final stage for coming home. I'm thinking. We'll find out. Get the Rocco Max. Search for Rock. It was like Rock Max, right? Not showing up like that. Alright, let's close this down. Let's close that down. Let's go to engines. And then in here, Marshall liquid fuel. Does it actually say Rocco Max in the main thing, or is that like the vendor? Kicks back. Skipper fuel engine, Vector engine, Wolfhound, Bobcat, Rapier, Poodle. Where does it say Rocco Max? Liquid fuel engine. No need for aerodynamics. No, not the Rocco Max. Just sort them by size. The Skipper. Size. The Skipper. Marshall, Wolfhound, Cheetah, Poodle, Skipper. Okay. Skipper liquid fuel engine. Vector gimbaling. So you're saying use this? This actually gives me less delta V. Why would you say this one as opposed to the Poodle? What's the difference here? Thrust 64. Thrust in the vacuum is 650, 250 in the vacuum. So it's got a lot more thrust, but I'm assuming it goes through fuel a lot faster. I have to restart my game because I was on Iron Man mode and my soldier just fell through the world and it crashed my game. Oh no! That sucks. It sucks when stuff like that happens in Iron Man mode in XCOM because yeah, there's nothing you can do about that, right? That is the rocket that's going to take you from the orbit of Earth to the moon. No, this is the rocket that is going to take us back from the moon to back to Kerbal. Right, this is the very last stage. So I'm thinking this should get us off the moon and then back into orbit and landed, right? We have to build from like the end of the journey to the beginning because this is the last piece we're going to have. Or just when you get to the moon, yeah. Okay, yeah, still use the skipper. You still think I should use the skipper to get off the moon? All right. Gives us like that's a lot more delta V. But we'll see if that's enough to get us back. And then we need another decoupler. Actually, I'll just is it shift? No, it's alt, I think. There we go. There we go. So that's a return vehicle. Then, now that we've got that done, the next thing we need to do is get to the, like, from orbit, we need to get to the moon. Actually, you're right, because this probably needs to be enough to land. Actually, yeah, just thinking now. This needs to be enough to actually land on the moon and then get back. So maybe we do need slightly more fuel, but I don't want to put too much fuel on because. So which one's here? This is the Rocco Max fuel 16 fuel tank. So if I go back to fuel tanks, and what was this one? The Rocco Max X216, and it looked like. That's the X900. Looks smaller. Actually, you know what we could do is put those thrusters on the. We probably need a bit more fuel, I think, right? I don't know if that's enough to land on the moon and then get back off the moon afterwards. So maybe what we do is we put some of the. Put like 2 of these things on the side. Actually, we could probably dump these things too when we leave. Aerodynamics. I want coupling. I want radial decouplers. These bad boys. Put those on the side, and then we can have smaller engines for those. Or we could just use these. Do these things? These don't have extra fuel, right? I was just thinking we could stick some of these on the side for some more thrust, but they don't come with fuel. What's the right engine for these now? This is probably the one that you normally use, which is where is it here? This one. The Reliant liquid fuel engine. This one gimbaled. I don't think this one was gimbaled. What was it? The liquid swivel. Like maybe put 2 of those on there. That gives us an extra 500. Oh, yeah, extra 500. Total of 2,600. Is that overdoing it? What you can do. What you can do is build a lander. Well, that's technically what I'm doing here, is building a lander. Nubis, build a lander for the moon. This is my lander. Do you want... You don't want that much payload on it because aerodynamics on takeoff. Alright, well how would you build a lander? So you're saying get rid of all this, right? Or oh, are you saying that you want to do like an Apollo style mission? And like this is the LEM, and then we need to build like a connector on the other side here, and then do all of that jazz. Apollo style, okay. Never done anything like that, so let's see. So we need to build a, we need a, is it coupling probably? Decoupler, I need a clampotron. Oh, that's a huge clampotron. Separator, advanced grappling unit, oh my goodness. Clampotron, shielded docking port. That's interesting. Oh, so that would be like if you were making a rocket, I guess, that goes up like that, you could put it on the top and then you open it up, I'm assuming. You can clamp with it. Decoupler, so the clampotron docking port. Yeah, put that there. But then we need to cover that up still, right? And we also need parachutes for when we come home. So we'll have to put those on the side, I guess. Replace the parachute with a coupler. Yeah. Great minds think alike. Fools often or seldom differ. No, it's a nose cone. Oh, you mean the thing that I was like this here? Connected living spaces. Docking hatches and a docking node. So actually, I guess that is kind of what I want, isn't it? If I put that one on here, that will let it so be aerodynamic going up, and then we can open it up and then connect it with the lander, right? So if we're gonna make a lander, oh come on, go away, go away, go away. Whoops, and then go away. Yeah, it opens up. Okay, so that's one we're gonna use on the top here. This is gonna get us all the way to the moon and back. Maybe we might need a bit more of fuel than this, huh? I don't know. Maybe we use a slightly bigger one of these as the piece. So we'll get into orbit. We'll then we want this piece, I guess, to take us all the way from Kerbal orbit to the moon and back, right? And then we just need enough thrust on it afterwards. So now how do we make a vehicle for thermal ground, coupling, structure, command and control? So we have that lander can. Where was the lander can? Communication, electrical, thermal, ground. We're gonna need some of these landing struts on there. Where's our little landing can? EVA items. Yeah, so some of this stuff here is from that mod for like the screwdriver and stuff like that, but that's fine. Where is... Now attach a decoupler, wait for another fuel tank. Are we there yet? Yeah, not yet. Yeah, this is taking a while with all these different things that I'm trying to accomplish now. Right, so maybe if I just search for land. Where's the lander can? Lander, Mark 1 lander can. Is that what I want to use for the for landing on the... Right, so we want the lander can, but we need a decoupler first. Yes, you are correct there. So if I... Oops. Take one of these decouplers, put it on here. Then the lander can, how do we... I need to basically... I probably want to put this in some kind of a fairing, I guess, huh? We need to decouple... We need to be able to decouple this thing as well. Huh. Now attach a decoupler. Wait. Add another fuel tank. You're tinkering too far ahead. Who's building the impossible rogue ICBM rocket at this point? Ooh, don't attach yet. Are we there yet? Yeah, exactly. Like, where do you want... How do we want to do this? If we take this off... I'm thinking like this is the piece that I want connected to this piece. Right? So if we start with this, I want to... Yeah, let's take this off. I'm just going to save this. So save this as the... I don't know. Oh, come on, click. Let's save this as the main rocket. Just save that. Now, let's open up a new thing. And if I grab the lander can... Right, we start with the lander can. And how many people can fit in the lander can? One person can go in the lander can. Is there a better, like, lander that can take more than one person? I guess it doesn't matter, huh? So if we put that there, now this guy then would need to have a clamp. Right, so Clampotron docking port, right? On top. Like that. So we want this piece to basically just pop out and then we grab it from the front. But this needs to be our landing unit, so I can put the wheels, or sorry, the legs on there. Leroy, hello, welcome. Hope you guys are having a good night. Yes, yes. I missed the Bulls. Yes, we all missed the Bills. I already need Bulls. Yeah, I really need Bulls right now. I never thought I would say that. How is that going to splash down without a chute? Well, this lander can part is just the part that we're going to go to the moon with. What did you do? I saved, like, I'm just building the actual lander now. Let's just build the lander. Let's not get too crazy. So Clampotron. Now this has to have enough fuel to land, right, and then get back up. So we need fuel tank, but we want a small fuel tank for this. What size is this thing? Packet size. So like a fuel tank. I don't know how much fuel we're gonna need to get on and off. So maybe just a small fuel tank with a small engine. And then this one here, we probably do want a bit of like swivel thrust to it. You're just like a... Ooh, this is getting big already with that. We could probably just get away with the Terrier engine for landing on the moon. We probably do want more than that, huh? There's a Mark II lander can. Is there? Lander. Mark I lander can. Mark II lander can. Oh, look at that. You're right, that's better. Let's take all of that. Boom, throw it away. And now I can't do anything here, so let's grab a... There we go. Alright, so there's our Mark II lander can. Okay, and it's bigger. And it can hold... Oops. 2 people. Look at that. That's awesome. Okay, so we got the Mark II lander can. Ooh. Okay, this is taking a lot longer than I thought. Science. Now I want fuel tanks. 200 fuel tank. No, now we need the bigger fuel tanks. So if we go down, we're sorted by size. What's RX 200 fuel tank? There we go. So we got a bit of fuel, and then if we go to where's the engine? Now we need the bigger engine. So that was like the Poodle. Would that be the right engine to put on for a lander? Skipper. So the point of this, right, is just to go down to the ground and then come back up. Aerodynamics. So now I need ground. I need landing struts. So what's the right landing struts? L2 landing strut. Yeah, these guys look good, huh? So we probably want what, 4 of these, like that, and then start retracted, right? So that'll be enough to like land us down there and get back up. Where now there is a mini cylinder fuel tank. It fits perfectly in the with the can. Press X, Anubis. It's not. Yeah, I know. I was trying to remember what it was, but I forgot. X is the key. Thank you. This just makes you feel very confident about going in the mission to live on Mars. That's right. Yes, that's all you need. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, so that's that. Now we just need the like the, was it the clamp? The clampotron docking port senior. So now this is the big one, right? What did we put on the other one? It was the small one, right? So we actually want to put a small clampotron on this, right? Like the clampotron docking port. We just want to put this on here. Like that. So that we can just hook it up. There we go. So this is our lander. So save that. Now, if I open up our... Whoa, these must be all stock vehicles. Where's my vehicle? Can I not see all the stock ones, please? Untitled Craft. Well, I named... I think I called it main. There, main rocket. Load that up. Alright, so how do you actually... Let's see how we get this thing... That's it, cool. The legs are covering the door to get out. Oh, you are correct. So I know there's a way, and maybe you guys can help me with this, because I do know that there's a way that you... Load. That you can bring... Like, is that merge? Where you can bring other things in, right? Yeah, so I could bring that in here. So I've never gotten that complicated or that far with this game. So save and continue, and then we want the lander load. Yeah, you're right. I totally did cover the door there. So let's grab this and let's just move it kind of like... No, I want it a little bit more symmetrical than that around the door. Like that. That looks better. Save. And then we need to go back to the main. Main rocket. Load. Alright. No, you don't click merge. Yeah, well, I undid that all. Don't worry. It's like Iron telling Anubis what to do. Anybody in chat want a pizza? Oh my goodness, everybody's gonna get hungry now. Yeah, and it's his little mind is like, I'm going to listen to you, haha. All right, so now the question is, so this is the part that I want to merge with that other piece. So now I want to kind of like, I actually want to put a separator here, right? Don't I? I want to put this on here, and I'll put the separator on here, right? Because we get this piece up into orbit. Now the piece on the bottom here should have the lander in it. That we want to like disconnect this piece from that piece and then turn it around and connect to it, right? So I want to put the lander inside of something here that can pop it out. Docking port. So Clampotron docking port junior. So like would I put that like that, then I put the the lander, I'd bring the lander in and select it here. And would I not do that with merge? No, you didn't. No, you didn't click merge. Nice. How do you excuse me? I'm going to raid the fridge. Nice. So like, would I not, like, I'll save this first before I do this, but would I not go lander, merge, and then hook it onto here? Nope, I guess not. No stop, don't make anything else. It deleted the lander, now you have to rebuild it. No, I have it right here. I know there's a way you can bring in other builds and attach them to your existing ones. I know that this is a thing, I've read about it. Do you not know how to do that? Or is it easier for me just to rebuild the whole thing here for you for now, because we don't know how to do that. You need to put a coupler under the decoupler. Flip the coupler. Flip the coupler. To move tool, rotate. Like that? Flip the docking coupler, not the... Alright, so leave this on here. And then we grab the clampotron. Oh yeah, you're right. I see what you're saying. Yeah, so we want to flip this. That makes sense. There. And then now I should be able to bring that thing in and merge it maybe, right? Let's try that. Save and continue. Lander. Nope. How do you do this? I know you can do this. The people of NASA are cracking jokes right now. Yeah, totally. I know there's a way you're supposed to be able to do this. But maybe we just want to rebuild the whole thing because I don't know. So now we need another, what was it, clampotron docking port, which we hooked here. And then what do we have on that? We had the lander. No, yeah, lander, right? Lander Mark II. Lander can Mark II. So we just stick that on here, like that. And then we want to put the fuel on here, and it was the, well, that's engine. So I want fuel tank. Was the this one? Yeah, that'll do, right? And then we want to put the engine back on, which was, I think we were just going to use the poodle for this. Oh no, wait, we don't. Yeah, poodle for the lander, right? And then we need coupling. Structural, command and control, ground. We want the lander struts. I need 4 of those that go like there. And they start retracted like that. No stop, get the lander. Flip the decoupler. Yeah, so how do I merge it then? Get a decoupler. No stop, get the lander. I don't see any instructions about how to merge. This is working. It is merge. Super glue, yes. So you're saying it is merge. So like if I take this off and just stick it over here, and I'll save this for the moment, and then I open this up, because I would like to know how to do this, right? That's the whole point of doing this in a live stream, is for you guys to help me figure this stuff out. So if I grab the lander and I say merge, right? How do I merge this to that? How do I do it? Because when I just kind of like hover over it, it doesn't, that's not working. Place a decoupler under the lander rocket. Place a decoupler under the lander rocket. Under the lander rocket. If I go to coupling, and I need, was it this one? Like, because I can't connect anything to this until it's merged. Velcro for the win, yes. It is merged. Connect the clamps to each other. Connect the clamps. So you're saying grab this thing here and connect the clamps. If this is supposed to very easily connect up, it's not doing it for me. Like, I'm confused. Nope. Yeah, I don't know. Like, this one won't connect there. This one connects, no problem. That's looking pretty lined up to me. Is there like a special key I have to press to try and merge these two things together? Or do I have to like maybe merge, if I grab this one and stick it onto that one? No. Because I would really like to know how to do this. Would really like to know how to do it. But maybe I'll figure that out off camera. All the little people on the floor are doing their best to look confident. That's right. I think you hold shift. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, but now I somehow disconnected this from this. Ah! You're a genius. Thank you. You hold shift. Actually, I was pressing shift before, but maybe it wasn't. Okay, cool. Thank you! Thank you very much. Okay, so we've got the lander here now. Beautiful. Now we just want, now we need to put this thing in a fairing, right? Yay, Aaron, well done. So if I go fair, no, I don't obviously know how to spell fairing. Aerodynamics. Never actually used a fairing before. Now, okay, now get a decoupler and attach it to the engine. Alright, decoupler it is. Payload coupling. So I want the 25 guy, right? Well, that just puts it around the engine. I need to cover all of this, right? Like that's, yeah, we definitely want to cover the engine. I was thinking like if we use the fairing, we could just bring it up and around and then cover this entire thing instead of just covering that up, right? I want that whole thing around there. Payload. Lots of learning happening tonight, guys, because I haven't used fairings in a whole bunch of these things before. Protective shell. Is that what it's called? A protective shell? That's obviously not the right size. Now it won't come off. Get rid of that. Protective cell. 2.5. Yeah, like one of these things. Now, how do you actually... So if I go... So, place cross-section, RB cancel placement. So if I go like, click, yeah, like this, and then bring it in, like that, and then bring that in, and have it connect to there. Like that. No? Mm-hmm. Get a fairing. It is a 2 something in size. Yeah, okay, I did it. Like that. Now, I probably wanted to make it more aerodynamic on the top and less on the bottom, huh? So can I want to if I want to redo that, I just take it off and I put it back on. And now I want it protective shell. Now it's not doing its thing anymore. Why not? Okay, so let's put it over here. 2.5 protective shell. There we go. So if I go kind of more... Maybe I can't because of the landing gear there, huh? It's gonna have to be good enough. That works. All right, so then we got that. Now all we need to do is build the bottom. Build the big booster. Let's grab you and move you up a bit. So now we need to get it off the ground. So now we weigh quite a bit. All right, so let's go and keep the decoupler. Yeah, fuel is good for moving. Preferably the orange one. Now get a fuel tank. I don't know what YouTube is doing to you, Iron Matrix. I'm seeing all your comments. At least unless they're not coming through. And all that is missing is these unexpected comments in the Spanish section. That's right. You need to keep the decoupler on top. Well, I have a decoupler here. Alright, so like my understanding of how this will work is when this gets into space, I launch the fairing off, right? I can decouple this one here, which separates these two things. And then I turn this guy around and I connect it to this here. The fairing comes off of there now, like, and then on this bottom piece here is like where we'll have the like an engine, like some. I mean, I could put a another decoupler here, but I don't see the need for that right now. No one expects this magic, that's right. On the top of the fairing part. I have to have a... No, it's not going to go away. The base plate will stay attached to the engine. Oh! So this will stay attached here. So I need a decoupler and then this on that after that? Okay. Fuel tanks. Coupling. So I need a decoupler here, and then I need this here. No, and of course this won't do the thing anymore, I don't know why. So... payload, right? And then 2.5. Like that. That's what you're getting at? Staging is going to be hard. Oh my goodness, yeah. Staging is going to be hard. Alright. So now let's just get this thing into space. Let's see if we can get this thing into space. That's mission number 1. We'll worry about getting it to the moon if we can get it into space. Alright, so we've got the fairing here. Now I need some fuel. I need the 2.5. So basically now... we just need, the last stage here is just get it into space. Like the main engine. Although I guess we could just put a smaller stage here with with an engine for the last bit, so we're not carrying the whole thing into space. And then we put the big engine underneath that. Now attach the orange tank. The orange tank. Is that the orange tank? That's huge. Is that the orange tank? The Kerbal. It's got an orange interior. I made a cartoonish rocket so far. So we need, like, if we're gonna use this tank, then we need like this cone thing. Nope, that's still not the right size to hook that to that. You don't even have any stabilizers. Well, it's trial and error, right? That's the whole point of this. Like, so that's a nice big tank. But I need that connector thing, right? There is an actual orange tank. Well, I'm looking at fuel tanks. Those are all the fuel tanks. This might be one of those things too, because they added like colors to things now. So if I click on this, and then I can priority. Where's the? There was a button I saw it where you can actually change the look of these things now. I mean, that might be what's going on here, Iron, is that they've changed the default coloring, and you can. Can't remember how you do that though. You gotta remember this has been an update. There has been a big update, and I did change a bunch of stuff. Just like when I changed the colors of their monopropellant electric charge. Plus your fuel priority. I don't remember where that was. There was a way to change the look of things. So that might be what's going on. There is nothing covering trial and error. In reality, it's when the rocket stops exploding. Yeah, exactly. Stupid making history update? No, they added a lot of good stuff. Just because it's not what you remember or know, it doesn't make it stupid. But they did, like, they changed, and there is a way to make the colors change and stuff on some of these things. I just don't remember how you do it. Mouse 2. Liquid fuel. I remember seeing a way to do this. But anyhow, we just need a good fuel tank, right? So right now we've got a 2.5 meter, so I need to go from 2.5 meter. Goes the wrong way. That's not the right size. Okay, well that is the right size, but it's to the wrong. Like, if I want one that just kind of comes like that, maybe. Mark III 2.5 adapter. Right, and then this takes us to a bigger size, or no? Looks like it's to a bigger size now. We're looking for a medium-sized tank, not the giant one. So I don't want this adapter, maybe? Because that'll fit on there now. Same with these. So that's even bigger. So yeah, I think this is the size we want. That's the massive one. That's the smaller one. Unless you're saying that there's a 2.5 meter size one, we don't even need the adapter. Where's the... That's not the right size, so we need to go, because I have this sorted by size. Rocco Max fuel tank. Ah, there we go. That's probably what we want, huh? The X232 fuel tank. Wonder if it's... No. That's an X200. The T, yeah, that's too small. X200, X208, X216. It's probably the best one we're gonna get. Looks like there's a bigger one than that. X232. So there's a. Let's search for that then. X200. 32, 16, 8. So the biggest one is the X232, which is the one I have. If you fart in space, does it sink? Alright, what is it? Shift? No. It's Alt. There we go. Put 3 of those on there. And then we need an engine. And was it the same one? We want the skipper? That's the one that you wanted? So what do we have here now? Delta V is 2,000 for the main one right now, and then the top one is 3,000. Isn't this game multiplayer? Only with a mod. E-Blaze, I don't know. You may be dead if you try to smell it. Nice. So that's probably... So to get out, we need 3,400 minimum to get out. So we don't have enough. So now we need to put in the things on the side, right? And we'll probably want to do asparagus staging as well. So... Now we need couplers. Coupling? And I can use those big couplers, I think, probably, right? So if you do, like, maybe 4 of these on the side. Well, that's 3, not 4. Maybe we only need 2? I'm not sure. Wait, take off the tank? It's going to be too heavy. Well, here was my idea. If we put these on here. They went on all funny like though. Why did they go on all funny like? Put like those on there. You might need some tanks on the side. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of doing. And then we do the asparagus staging so that as they, 2 of them go off and then 2 more go off type thing. I thought we were making an Apollo-style rocket with no side. Oh, you're yeah, okay, sure. That means it's just one long thing. We're already almost halfway through the stream though, so we keep going on this. I was going to suggest Apollo-style have 3 stages. So you're saying, that this is just the second stage here now. Okay, let's move this kind of out of the way for the moment, so I need to move this whole deal up. Alright, so you're saying that this is the second stage here, and then we want like it to, now we need the where is it here, the 2.5 decoupler, like that, and then we want to make it go bigger on the bottom. Is that what you want? Let's see here, payload, coupling, no, what am I looking for? Engines, right? I need the, no, not engines, fuel tanks. What am I doing? Fuel tanks. So now we need to go from Mark III adapter. Yeah, take off 2 tanks, add another decoupler to the tank, and then we are going to add an adapter. Take off 2 of the tanks. So you're saying, let's just take that off, take that off, take that off. So we want 2 of these off. So you just want one here with the engine, and then an adapter. Get a strong enough wind, we could topple this rocket. Yeah, exactly. 3 stages. Take off 2 of the tanks. So is that kind of what you were thinking? Yeah, okay. And then we want the bigger tanks here now, right? Or do we still want just the same ones? Because I thought, didn't the Apollo rocket like have the bigger fuel tank adapter? What does this one look like? No, that's the wrong size. Where is, I had it here. Oh, this one here. Like go like that and then have the bigger rockets, or the bigger one. There's a better adapter that is for space planes. Oh, is it? Yeah, I saw the side, huh? Okay, well let's find, if I go adapter. So we're looking for this is definitely not what I want. That's not the one I want. That's not the one I want. Other way. Where is this adapter? Yeah, because I got it by size here. Like, where's the right... Oh, is it this one? No, that was too big. Look for a cone. Yeah, everything is different looking now, huh? See, like, that's not the right size. That goes from the smaller to the size we currently have. Unless it's like... Did they change things now where... Can we like... It's something like this, right? Well, let's go... So we're currently at 2.5, right? So if we go 2.5... Ah, is that the right one? I think that's what we're looking for. Fuel tank adapter. That one's too small, right? I think this is the one. That looks like the right one. That looks pretty good, huh? So then this took us to what, 3.75 as far as... Or 3.75, is that what we have? Is that the right size now? Yeah. Okay, so that's the right size now for that. So we want the big one. So this is the S3 3600. And this is the S3 27 or 72. So we could put that one on there, or we could put that one on there. That's the 1440 baud modem. I think that's the biggie, huh? And we probably want a couple of these, maybe 2 or 3. Yes, that's the one. We're good. Now you can finally add the big tanks. No, these are not the big tanks. Again, they might look different than you're used to. Yes, the big tank. Okay. You know what? 3 of those or 2 of those? How many should I put on? Holy, look at this thing. Need big burn. Then we need the engine. The Rhino liquid fuel engine. Do we want that one or do we want the skipper one? This one is gimbaled. This one's got gimbal vectoring. Look at that. Boom. Is that what we're going for? Or we've also got this thing, the Mammoth fuel engine. Now zoom out so you can see how big the rocket is. It's as far out as I can zoom, actually. It's as far out as it'll let me zoom. Okay, we got a very big rocket. And what's our... Looks like we've got enough to get out. No, not the Rhino. Yeah, I don't know anything about these. This size. This size is huge. The Mammoth. Rhino or Mammoth. Ooh, that actually looks pretty cool. And what does this give us? 37 versus the Rhino. Just gives us... Ooh, that gives us way more delta V. Sure we don't want that? Well, you said Rhino or Mammoth. So this is the Rhino. I think we go with the delta V to get us off the ground. This rocket classifies as a nuke. If it weren't incendiary rocket, flyer was sitting napalm. Alright, and then we probably also need the... Where's this? Is it payload coupling? Well, let's get rid of this. Ground. You might want stability, so get some SAS modules and don't forget parachutes. Oh yeah! Don't forget parachutes. Yeah, exactly. Don't forget parachutes. I'm thinking, was it utility? Where are the things where you can connect containers? Electrical, ground, aerodynamics, payload, coupling, structural. That's what I want. We want these bad boys, right? Like, probably want just 2 connected on either side so that it doesn't fall over when we take it out to the site. We can actually blow up the Space Center. Yeah, so parachutes. I always forget about parachutes. And then we're going to have to do the staging. This is going to be interesting. Where are the parachutes? Electrical, thermal, ground, aerodynamics would be in here. No. Payload, coupling, command and control, structural, payload, utility. They're in utility. There we go. So now we need parachutes. Now, what do we have for? So we can't put one on the top anymore, right? We have to put them on the side. So I guess we want these radial mounted parachutes. The only thing that we care about for parachutes, right, is bringing home this top piece. So 2 parachutes on the top piece enough? If I put them like right here. Like, would that be enough for that bad boy on the top? SAS modules are instability. Stability. I just had it before. Coupling, structural, containers, EVA, utility, science, communications, electrical, thermal, ground, aerodynamics, payload, coupling. I don't see stability. I think it's structural. I want SAS. Do we need SAS though? Because we're going to bring a pilot, right? Guidance unit. Guidance unit. So should I put like one of these things in here? My bad. Command and control, SAS and RCS. Oh yeah, we definitely need RCS for like maneuvering when we get into space, right? For connecting up with this thing. So like on the side of this guy. 4 of them enough? Just put them around the sides. That would allow us to turn this thing around and connect up with this guy. I don't think... Do I need it on these things as well? Don't forget staging. Yeah, exactly. Definitely need SAS. Do I want that up in this top piece? Like take this off and then put a SAS unit. Or reaction wheels? Is that what I want? What's this here? Reaction wheels? No. I want... stabilizer. Large. I want like this guy. You need RCS for both the lander and the ship, okay? Hey Nexus, hello, welcome! It's a Blaze. Hey, it's Blaze, but changing my channel a bit here. I'm here only for about 30 minutes. I expect you to be the moon by then. Yeah, exactly. Reaction wheels are SAS. Awesome. So we'll put that in there. Put that on there. And then we need to put the thrust... Is it this thing's? RCS thruster pack? Do I need to carry more RCS with me, I think? Or does that also come into the tubes? So we want to put... I guess we'll put that like here. On that fuel tank. Okay. You need an RCS tank as well. Vector engine. So I guess that would be in fuel tanks. RCS. Monopropellant tank. How big is that? That one looks pretty huge. Alright, so now I need to take this off again, and we need like... That's the small one. That's a small one. That's a lot of monopropellant. Do we need that much monopropellant? Or can I put like the monopropellant up here? Smaller one? Get a side tank. Water propellant tank, vector engine. So we've got these weird looking ones. So you're saying like grab one of these guys? Do I need them on both these things? I probably need them on this guy and on this guy, huh? Get a side tank. So like put them on there, and then I probably want some of them on this guy, right? I feel like I want to pull this apart now, which is probably need to put like a monopropellant one in here. I guess I could use the side ones again. Monopropellant. Like I feel like you'd want to put the thing in between here, but I could just stick them on the side as well, as long as the fairing. Like that's a lot. Those are pretty big. Do they have smaller ones? Like what do these look like? What is this thing? Place anywhere, linear RCS port. Okay. Vector engine. Water propellant. We could put just one here and here, so instead of doing... This guy's probably needed a few, right? It's up to you. You can put a side one or a big one in the lander, doesn't matter. Yeah. I'm thinking the side, that like, as long as when I pull this apart it doesn't go all nutsoid on us, but let's see, if we pull that off, and then I put... Jeez, that's a lot. That's huge. Remote guidance unit. Like I would put that on here. And grab this. Now I gotta redo the fairing, but is that overkill? Or do you think that's good? And hello, Ferndip, welcome. Where goes the small Soviet dog? Goes right here in the lander can. Taking it to the moon. So now, where's my fairing? Airstream protective shell. There we go. Whoops. There. I don't need to grab another. So I think that's good. So we got parachutes for the return unit. We've got lots of monopropellant on the side here for these things. We got, so what's our Delta V looking like now? 4,000. That should be enough to get us off, I hope. I don't know. Let's save this bad boy. So did I miss anything, or should we try an actual launch and watch it explode? Now you need solar panels and battery. Darn it. Wow, you're so good at this. Alright, so... Science, utility... Where are the... Electrical. Yeah, we've got these batteries as well. I guess again, we'll just throw the ones on the side. Launch! Go boom. Yeah, exactly. Watch it explode. We do have to make sure that we have enough power to get us there and back again. We don't need power once we're coming, like once we're in the atmosphere, right? So I guess we probably want to put the batteries on this thing. Batteries. Kerbal Space Program. That's the newest round. That's right. You don't need a big battery. To infinity and obliv. We still need some system psi. Yeah. But we do want some solar panels. Where's those retractable ones? think that's these guys. Get a smaller one and put it on both modules. So like one of these guys. Well, actually, if I go down to... I don't know if this is a good idea. If I go down to 2 of them, put like 2 batteries... Well, I can still actually use the big ones. Let's go the big one, but only 2. Like one here and one here. Then I can put the solar panels there, and I'll put some more on that guy too as well. With the small ones on those. But if I go with... photo phase, so these are panels, those are the 1.6, those are the 332. I'm gonna say these ones, and we put them here. Like that, and if we deploy these, retracted, extend. Oh, there was ones that went way out further than that, weren't there? The 3x2, the 1x... Oh, maybe that's these, the 1x6. Which one does more power? Or they do the same thing, 1.6. It looks like they do the same thing. But if I take these ones off, put these ones on, and extend. Yeah, these are the big long ones. Do the one, yep, there we go. Do the 1x6s. You only need 1 battery. Well, we want it to be symmetrical though, so let's retract that. But on the lander can, do I want solar panels on this bad boy too? Gives you the small batteries here. Like that. And then do... do that. Doesn't matter about power, the sun and the batteries combined is enough power. I like that. Some important systems are just welded onto the side of the rocket. Alright, so now we need to do staging, right? Solar panels on the actual can itself. Oh, on the... Does it matter? Like, this is all one piece, so I've got them here. If you want the big solar panels, they are located on the bottom row in the middle. Oh, these massive ones, yeah. Alright, let's do staging. This should be, hopefully, enough. Like, we got tons. Oh, wait, no, we don't have tons. That's a total of 6,000. That should be enough to get us there and back. We'll find out. Yikes. This is all gonna go downhill in a big way. Yes, staging. Alright, so let's back this thing up so we can actually see the rocket. So the first thing, so that's the very last item. We want, where's our parachutes? We need our parachutes all the way up at the top. So let's add a new stage. And let's move this down and this down and this down. So the parachutes are the last thing to go. Then that one there. So if I add another, and then we say you come down, you come down. So that's that one there. So that we want this. That's the very last one to bounce off. I'm gonna save this right now so we don't lose all of this. Here's Anubis Raw, there and back again, and Anubis Story. Nice. Now the logical nightmare that can only be reviled by an air traffic controller's job. Save it before you launch it. Yeah, totally, Quack. Totally. I agree. So we got the parachutes, we've got that, we've got... Alright, so let's take a look in here. That's that one. Where is... There is an engine in here, right? The skipper's in there. Where's the skipper? So that... I'm going to add another stage. Let's pull this one down. Where's my skipper? There it is. Let's pull that one up. Oh, everything was messed up like big time. Alright, so we have that there. We have this stage here. And then that after that one. Now this is the fairing. That's the stacked decoupler. Man, this is complicated. Alright. That engine. So when this guy decouples from that guy, probably want these to happen at the same time, right? So like this one starts up, this decouples and starts up the engine. We can always edit the staging sort of right. Yes, that's true. Anubis, the fairing and the decoupler are very confusing. Yes, I agree. The Kerbals, maybe. I know he's Canadian. Watch close enough. Let me sell you some life insurance before you launch. Make sure you don't have a decoupler in the wrong stage. It'll mess up the whole flight. Yeah, I agree. So this one's by itself. This and this go together. That's the next engine here. Close enough. You're missing a company of dwarves and the wizard. Yes. Those then go together, I think, right? That's the engine. And that's the decoupler. How are you finding this game worth the cash? Yeah, I love this game, Chris. I've had this game for a long time. I had a series way back. I play it a lot on my own. I haven't ever got this far in it though, so we're trying new things. But I love this game. I think it's amazing. This is the fairing. So we probably want to decouple the bottom piece before we do the fairing, right? So if I move this down here, move the fairing up here, move the engine down here. So we have this pops off. We have the fairing then comes off, but we've already detached the bottom piece. Then we've got this engine. So these two go together. And then we've got this engine and these go together. I think that's right. Let's take another. How far back can I zoom this thing? Alright, so the parachutes are last. We've got the coupler there. We've got this and this together. The fairing comes out separately. Then we've got this and this coming together. Then we've got this engine with that coupler. And then we've got those starting the whole thing off. I think that looks right. What do you guys think? Fern, stop it. Stop. If this rocket blows up, I'm going to feel guilty. No, fairing before coupler. Fairing before the coupler? Let's see here. Where was I? Fairing's here. So you're saying before this one? So have the fairing pop off before we do this coupler? So if I add another into here, I want to just move this down to here. So we do this one, we do this coupler first and... Oh no, wait. So we do the fairing pops off. Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying, okay. I want this... So this goes, and this goes, then these two things go together, then these two things go together, then the fairing, then we have these two things go together. Okay, I think we're good. We're off to see the mirror, the wonderful Mirror of Oz. Alright, so let's save this. Uh-oh, salt. Anubis, when are ready to dock the pods? Do not decouple. Alright. Well, let's try this. What's the quick save button? Well, we're launching if we need to revert. I don't remember. We're good. Alright. Okay, so who are we taking on this mission? Alright, so we got Landercan with 2 people. We're going to take... I want to take Valentina. So let's take you... There we go. We got Valentina, Bill, and Bob. And then we have the 2 empty seats. We'll move people over to here when it's time to go down. But there's the crew. Alright, let's save this again. Put the throttle at 75%. Do not go full throttle. I don't know. We'll see about that. What's this reset button? That's probably the bad button to press. Alright. Lunch. Oh my goodness. Okay, that took a while to build. All right. There's our beast. Okay, so we want to turn on SAS. Okay, and we do have stability assist. We have all these different bad boys. It It'll cause drag later on in the future, and the rocket will tilt over while you're trying to turn. Normally the way I start is I start with like full burn, and then I reduce the thrust as I need to. But I'll try it. Don't do full 100%. That's your number one ticket to die. All right. So you're saying about 75%. All right, here we go. Let's see what happens. Does anybody know off the top of their head what quick save is? Settings, flight. I don't remember. Close. All right. Oh, okay. We'll go full throttle, and then so you're saying, but it's F5. F5. Quick save. Excellent. Thank you. All right. So let me now. Let's try this. Let's see what happens. So I'm going to try and. I was checking the delta V, but I didn't check the mass to weight ratio. And I'm thinking that was a mistake. Yeah. I don't think we have to worry about going faster than 200 meters per second. Hello, Laser Cat. Alright, so I'm gonna say we revert this flight to the vehicle assembly yard. Side rockets. I thought you said we weren't doing side rockets, Iron Matrix. Houston, we have a problem. You need to make Serenity, that's right. Alright, so what is our... I didn't even look. So, our delta phi is good, but our... Yeah, 0.67. Is our thrust to max, thrust to weight ratio. I didn't even look at that. We need at least 1, but we probably want it to be way more than 1, like at least 2 or 3. Let's try and fail. Yeah, exactly. Are you using mods? I've got some mods on. They're mostly just quality of life mods. We are playing in sandbox mode right now, though, just kind of messing about. There's not a lot of like mods that are adding more parts. These are this is fairly stock, or pretty much stock parts. I'm using a mod like I've got Kerbal Engineer Redux to help me with all the calculations, things like that. Well, I wouldn't build my rocket like this, so you can, because Discord wants to crash. Yeah, exactly. Discord wants to crash. It's all Discord's fault. So I'm going to take these off for the moment. And then we just need to add some more thrust. So if I go to the engines, I wonder if we can get away with adding those little side booster dealios, right? Like, where was it here? The Cub Werner engine. These are probably not going to be oh well, look at this, tiny. Like these things. Like we add like 4 of those. Nope. No, we got to do asparagus. We got to do asparagus stuff here. So let's go to the coupling. So what's the... How much do these ones weigh? Mass is 0.05. So those are pretty good. Let's put 4 of those on. Let's see what we can do here. And then... Actually, I wonder, should we just... should we just go for the solid fuel, guys? Let's just kick back solid fuel engine. Just a bunch of those. Just to get us going. The move tool. Oh, that didn't actually go on. It was missed. Like that. And then we can move... Oh, oop. I want to move these. No, why? What are you doing? Why are you doing that? Oh, because I need them on the... Okay, let's click you. Well, let's just see. Is that even working? Not quite, huh? Oh, we want them all in the same... Oh, did our... Those guys definitely don't... We want that to be with these. And then we want this to come off. 1.19, that doesn't really do it. The kickbacks are great! Oh boy, now we're going to tear up because I think this rocket may explode. Yeah, so if I grab... Oh, come on. There we go. Grab this, put it down on the blow here. If I... Yeah, so yeah, these are basically just to get us up. So all of that. What is this thing doing down here? What is that thing? So that's those decouple once we run out. So that and that all goes together. That's the decoupler for those. And then this is the... That's the decoupler up here. So this decoupler is for those. Fire all of those. When we run out of those, there you go. 1.6. Okay, so let's just see if this will get us off the ground. Oh, really? No. Did that go on there all right? Yeah. Okay, 1.5. Okay, and then we need those little aerodynamic dealios, right? Those cones. Alright, let's just see what happens. Let's save this. What's the worst that can happen? Launch. Add some structure wired. Cones for the solid fuel tanks, yeah. If it does get... Oh. I might need to put on some of those... okay, let's go back to revert to the vehicle assembly. We need to add those strut things. Oh boy, that's right. We need to add those strut things. Where are they? Strut. Why do I have a caps lock on? These connector strut dealios. And I need to put them like from here to here. There. Wiggly, yeah. Wow, I'm sure that would have worked. Good call, Lazarcat. What did Lazarcat say? Add some structure wire. Oh yeah, that's what you were just saying. Awesome. Yeah. Alright, so let's save this. Oh, and I didn't add these guys back. Oh, I don't want that many. We'll just have 2. 1, 2. So I want those on there, but I need to move them out a bit. Really? Why won't you go out? What's going on with these things? Okay, whatever. I don't know. Let's just launch this bad boy. Save and lunch. All right, let's see what happens now. All right. Full thrust. SAS on. All right, so this should hopefully get us off the ground. Woohoo! It moves! The Nubian, an unexpected journey. We start tilting over at 1,000 here. And I think I wanted to follow the prograde. Let's see if we can just do it like in a gravity assist curve here. I think it needs to go a little bit more than that. Just get it over to about 5 degrees, and then we'll let it do the rest on its own. I hope. Oh no, we need to pull this over a lot more. We're not turning nearly fast enough here. Okay, let's just go back to stability assist. Let's get it over to the 45-degree mark. So far so good. Nothing's exploded. "25 degrees. Or I mean 45 degrees, but let's keep the height up there. How's our fuel doing? I want it for this stage only. Oh, not too bad at the moment. Losing speed. Yeah, it's slowly going up. Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna get there, huh? Famous last words. What's the aiming for? Yeah, the moon. I don't think we've got enough oomph here. We need to tilt it back up a bit. I guess we did need to. We need more up. We need more up. We're almost halfway through this tank. Might have to redo this launch and see if we can't get it to go up higher, because we need to get up to at least 70. Version, this is the latest version. This is 1.42, I believe. Go! Go, rocket, go! Go, rocket, go, go, go. 36, yeah, we're not getting anywhere near the we still got a bit of fuel, though. I don't know if we're going to get to 70,000. Watch your speed. And no, we're doing okay so far. Like, we're... I need this to go up. Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. One. Yeah, we're actually not doing too bad here. Come on. Yeah, we can even it out now. We're gonna get to 70, no problem here. We still got more fuel. Okay, so now I want to get to about 75, and then I'll cut the engines. Okay, and then we'll let this kind of go up a bit. Now we need to get to the point where What's going on here? Turn. Why won't it turn? I can't get it to turn. Are we out of... Where does it show the electrical charge? Do we have no electrical charge? I don't know. Okay. Let's just use our fuel here, burn it out a bit more. Let's stop that. We're doing pretty good so far. Never tell me the odds, that's right. Engines are off, so no thrust to turn the ship. Ah, yeah, I see. Trying to get a little bit closer to here. I don't know what the, I do have maneuver nodes. I don't know if I'm going to be able to... Well, right, and I have this precise maneuver thing, too. What does it take to get into orbit? Let's just burn. Burn! I think I waited too long. We're past. We're past. Still got fuel. Can we get into orbit with this? I think I messed this up. The nav ball is more accurate than the older versions. They've done a lot of work with this over... I don't know which older version you're talking about. Ooh. Here we go. Alright. We got 78 here. What's our orbit over here? 92. Okay, we're in an orbit. We made it. We made orbit. Woohoo! Ditch the big stage. Yeah, we still have a little bit of fuel left. I want to use it all just to make sure. But we made orbit. First launch. Look at that. Ho ho ho. Ho ho ho. Alright, so now we need to figure out how to get to... So we're going to the moon. The moon. The moon. Alright. So I want to set this as my target. And then... No. Stop trying to start over... Stop trying to start over improvise? It's fine. Ditch the big stage. Talk about 1.4. The lifeline has been placed. Repeat, the lifeline has been placed. Oh gosh, ditch it. Why would I ditch it? We still got some fuel. Or are you trying to make me do this like super historical? Why would I ditch it? I still have fuel in it. So you want me to ditch this whole thing and then just use this? So I guess should I be... Yeah, because I guess the way they did it right is we actually connect to the LEM and everything on this side, and then we... It's too heavy. I guess. Sure. Okay. I just thought we could burn the last bit of fuel when we were trying to get it out, but... I can't believe you actually got there with that much trust. I know I'm amazing, right? Now drop that nuke so that you sit up... Never mind, no. Okay, don't. Alright. Make burn to the moon with remaining fuel. Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought. Alright. We'll do the whole like connection thing when we get to the moon. Or whenever it makes sense, I guess. But so here's the moon. That's our target. Now what I want to do is I need to set a maneuver node, and I think it's normally kind of like as you're coming across the horizon here. Well, actually, we want it to... So if that's the moon, we put it 90 degrees. I want to actually move this node. Yeah. Nope. Okay, undo. That's why these maneuver nodes are actually really nice, but I want to get rid of you. Go away. There we go. I want to put the moon 90 degrees... And then we take generally right about here, add a maneuver. And then I want to pull prograde, and we should intercept the moon. Whoop, there, yeah, we got a maneuver. Whoop. Okay, so I'm gonna have an interception. Now I've never used this precise maneuver yet. I haven't figured out how it works, but that's nice. We kind of want to... so now if I click on you, focus view. Alright, so we're 5,000 away. That gets us 118 away. Oh, that puts us in the moon. So we kind of want to make our first maneuver kind of like this. To infinity and beyond. Add decoupler to your next engine in the same stage. Lord Ebizu. Hello and welcome. Establish an orbit. I hope you did that. Yeah, I'm in orbit already. This is Helion. Nice. Nice, Leroy. Alright, so this gets us pretty close. And then we can do an adjustment on our way. So let's just kind of move this over there. So this is where we kind of want to do our maneuver. We have a 44 second... Okay, so we're going to have to start this burn, and then we're going to drop our... Alright, so we want to point to the maneuver. Actually, I want to get the solar... Is that the solar panel? That's the rechargeable battery. Extend solar panel. And extend solar panel. We want to make sure we don't lose any charge. So let this thing move. We'll head to the maneuver node. We will speed it up once we're kind of like aligned properly. Yeah, it's Kerbal Space Program. Exactly. I talk so straight laced from the Comedy Act, yeah. RCS available. Yes, I do have RCS. I don't know if I turned that on though, huh? But we did. I had to make sure to put on RCS. Hey, Golden Freddy. Hey there, buddy. In here at last. Welcome. Alright, so we want to make sure that we're aligned with the maneuver node. Nope. I want to... How do I refocus back over here? Oh, I'm warping. When I went over here, I just clicked on it and said focus view. I want to click on here now and say focus view. Why won't it let me do that? Warp here, add maneuver. No. Ah, why can't I? There we go. Double click. Alright, so we're getting close to our maneuver. 6 minutes away. Ditch the stage. Okay, ditch the stage. No, for real. Yeah, well, the way I've got the staging worked out right now is that when we do run out of this fuel, then we'll pop into the next one, right? And I've got it so that when I hit the staging, the next booster goes. So it will continue to just keep burning once I stage it. So we can use the last bit of fuel to get started here. We're going to be coming around soon. I know that will mess with the burn numbers, but it should recalculate once it stages. It's Kerbal logic, nothing you can do about it. Keep the RCS off as long as you don't need sharp maneuvers. Yeah, sounds like a good plan to me. All right, so 5 minutes. So let's just speed this up a little bit to get to our maneuver node. We should be seeing the moon popping around here soon. There it is. So we should be lined up. We're going to keep on the maneuver node. We got 44 seconds. We got a minute. Actually, I should have started the burn already. Yeah, we saw quite a bit of fuel left in this thing. Bring in the solar panels. Too late. Alright. Here we go. Probably should have quick saved before I did that, but I'll just hit it now just in case. And we're getting close to our mark. Nope. Boom! That's pretty good. Alright, let's take a look at... Alright, let's look at the moon. Moon periapsis. There's lots of markers everywhere. Alright, so... Next separation. Nice, yeah! Burn to the last drop. Alright, so we're good there. Let's get rid of that. So now we kind of want to... Quick save. Yes, let's do that right now as well. Now that won't do. Here, have an Iron Man mode. No refund. Nice. Alright, so let's see if we can actually get halfway there. Then if we can do like a correction burn about here if we need to, where it'll be cheaper on the fuel to make sure we get the encounter we want. And the moon is right there, it's coming along. Let's go a little bit further. What's our encounter look like? It's going to be out pretty far actually, so if I click on you and focus view, let's zoom in. We got 300, yeah, so I want to... I always get this messed up, so if I burn prograde, that should bring this in, right? Anubis, do you see a purple hologram of the moon? A purple hologram? You mean this purple line? Alright, I'm just gonna try this. So if I'm pointing, or actually now that we're halfway there, is it prograde or do I want to do like normal? I forget. I just don't burn 100% throttle. Yeah, no, I'm gonna use the little bits. So I think if I hit prograde and I've got this up here, if I just go a little bit, oh no, it's the other way. Turn around. Retrograde. Let's turn it around. We want this to kind of like come in a bit. There we go. There we go. That's we could probably come in a little bit closer than that if we wanted. Oh, stop. Okay. The button got stuck. Okay, 49, that's still fine. We shouldn't hit anything. So we'll come in here, and then once we get to here, we're gonna add a maneuver, and we're gonna go in. I'm gonna use this precise maneuver again. Bring it in. Bring it in and around. Do those maneuver in the moon influence, especially on the apoapsis? Do the maneuver in the moon's over? Yeah, well, I just like I actually did the to get closer, kind of right here, like halfway in between the two, so that I don't know. That's just how I've done it. I don't know if that's the most efficient way to do it or not. But I guess if I waited until I was just really far away. I don't know. I thought that would use less fuel, but what do you guys think on that? Is it better to do it where I did it, or better to do it like when I was coming into like what 300 or something like that, and then bring this side in first, and then bring the other side in, or is it okay to do it kind of like how I did it? Bring that side in on the way. All right. So what do we got here? 47. 77. What's the right orbit around the moon? What do we want? What are we searching for? Around 40? 57, 43, 55, 41. Because I can't remember what the highest mountain on the moon is. Is it about 30 or so? This looks like a decent one, huh? All right. Your one is better. Sniff, sniff, sniffle, sniffle. No one seems to know that I'm here, sniffle. I see you, Golden Freddy. Talk to us. How are you doing on fuel? That's a good question. We got lots of fuel in this stage here. Look at that. We got tons of fuel. I think we got way more fuel than we need. But we'll see. Because once we get to the moon, the plan is to disconnect this back piece. Like we have all this fuel just to get us into orbit around the moon. Once we disconnect this back piece, then we need to throw the fairing here, disconnect this piece from the back piece here, turn it around, do a docking maneuver, which is going to take time, I imagine. We'll see. And then we'll have that connected together in orbit around the moon. Then we need to transfer people from this to that, and then we need to take the lander back down to the planet, or down to the moon. All right, so let's where's the warped add maneuver? Where's the like warp to next maneuver button? I guess I could just warp to here. Oh, because I'm not. Do I do it like on here? Add warp to here. I'll just warp to there for now. I know you need that much fuel. You'd much rather have too much fuel than not enough. That's true. You want as much fuel as possible. We need fuel to get back to Kerbin's orbit. Yep. That is true. Alright, so we want to just speed this up until we kind of come into the sphere of influence here of the moon. And normally, I think the warping stops as soon as you cross sphere of influence boundaries. Yes, it does. Or it slows down at least. Okay, so we're coming in. Let's just warp to here. Alright, so we're 10 minutes away from our maneuver node. We're almost in. And I think this time I'll try and do the maneuver from this screen. And we can watch it kind of like come in. And what does it say here? We have a 5-second burn. I'm wondering, you know, does it make sense to actually do the little trick where we right click on this engine and we reduce the thrust so that we have more control? Like bring it down to say like 18 or so here. That way when I start the maneuver, I have much more fine control over, because that's only a 5-second burn. I could very easily get that wrong. Alright, so let's fast forward this a bit. Let's get it closer in. Okay. 4 minutes. 3 minutes. 2 minutes. Okay. Let's get ready for this burn. And then I'm going to do fine adjustments on the burn. That's what the Z and X are for. Yeah, but even then, sometimes, like 5 seconds, that's very easy to mess up. Okay, so I want to get down to... So at about 10 seconds... actually, because we're going to go last... about 15 seconds, I'll start the burn. Oh yeah, maybe I reduced that too much. And I'm not pointing at the maneuver node. I'm not pointing at the maneuver node. I messed that up. I totally forgot to mess that up. So we're gonna go up to about here, I think. We'll go back up to full. I totally messed it up. Now we're pointing at the maneuver node, and let's see if we can still recover this. Focus mode. Okay, we are now in orbit around the moon. 47 and 50. Okay, we did pretty good. We recovered. We recovered. You're making this a lot harder than it should be. Well, I messed up. I totally pointed at the wrong marker. Alright, so we are now in orbit around the moon. Now we need to land. So the fairing, we still have a bunch of fuel left in this thing. But to get the lander out, I need to drop this fuel now, don't I? I recommend docking on the day side, yes. Wait until day. I agree with that. But so at this point I need to just drop this tank, don't I? Ditch it, yeah, that's what I thought. So I just need to drop this tank and then drop the fairing. And then we do the maneuver to connect everything up. So I'm going to ditch the tank. Oh, that's the fairing. Let's make sure that this is... you're getting too attached to fuel. Alright, so yeah, so this is the stage. Okay, so let's ditch that. Alright, so now we've got this engine. This engine is active now. Oh, what just happened here? Oh, that's weird. This thing, the fairing didn't get like pushed off. So let's get around a little bit for lighter side. Let's get some light on the action. Alright, so we've got the sun, we've got some light. If I just turn this thing, can we get rid of that fairing? Let's just change it to rope prograde. Knock that thing away. Okay, whatever. Okay, stability assist. I've never done a docking like this, guys, so we'll see how this works. So now I need to... That's the fuel, that's the engine on that guy. That's this piece. So now I just want to disconnect. That's what I do, right? Easy, I launched this off now, right? So I don't want that one to go, but I do want this one to go now. I'm really nervous about this. All right. Actually, I'm going to quick save just in case it's the wrong thing to do. Quick save. All right. That piece has come off. Uh-oh, did I mess this up? I want this. Oh, I needed to disconnect that first, didn't I? Uh-oh. Okay, that's why we quick saved. Load save. Quick save. Load. Nobody saw that. Nobody saw it. Nobody saw. Alright, so you... I need to... decouple. Right? And then... turn... first. And then we can decouple this piece. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah. Then I decouple this. There we go. Then I turn this. I have to open this piece up. Open shield. And then I want to set this as my target. And... uh-oh, uh-oh. Darn it. Uh-oh. So now, how do I have the docking port alignment thingamadoohitchy. There we go. Now he's spinning. This is not going to be good. Should have backed up a little bit first, huh? So how am I going to actually do this? Now I want RCS. So how do I do the whole RCS thing? Aim, show, RCS enabled? Disabled. No, it is enabled right now. What's the RCS buttons? Reload! Just press spacebar. Oh! Okay, now we're reloading. Load. Load. Put a Kerbal in the lander. Yes! That's what I need to do. Thank you. Alright. This is trial and error. Alright, so first thing I need to do is before this whole thing comes apart, right? I say I want to... Where's the lander can? This thing here? Can I transfer crew? Transfer crew. How does that work? Control from here. Or do I have to like fly somebody out and go get them in? I probably can't. Yeah, I can't do it through this, right? So I have to actually have somebody pop out of here and then go over there. So... Or can I? Huh. Okay. Valentina, Kerman, Sofa. No, I only have one pilot. And the pilot... This is the one I'm going to be using. So I guess I want Bill... Let's move Bill over. Oh, this module is either full or internally unreachable, different spaces. So I can't actually do it. Is that it's probably because there's no actual like way to get through from here. So I think what we need to do is just, and if I move somebody over there, right, I can control it, even if it's not a pilot, right? So I want to say have scientist Bill. If I have Bill do an EVA. Now this, I'm really noobish at the EVA stuff. So EVA. Alright, so now I need to get him to come over to here. So board the ship. Pilots are only needed for SAS. We don't need that. Okay. So I want to let go. And then... aim camera? No reset. Yeah. Okay, well, there's a way to... Oh, how do I do the jetpack thing? Oh man, I've totally forgotten everything. How do I activate his jetpack? Is that J? R? There we go. Oh, go back. Crew hatch. Oh, what's down? How do I go down? I thought C would go... No, it's shift. Oh, yeah, it's the same as the normal thruster stuff. Alright. Get you... Whoa, whoa! Ah! No, no, no! Wrong button. I keep wanting to use this like Space Engineers controls. And it's not working. Alright, so down, down, F, grab, and then board. There we go. Okay, we got somebody in there now. We did it! Now it's Helion, yeah. Alright, so now next I need to do is disconnect this. So decouple this node. Okay, and I want to have this separate a bit. So I'm still controlling this one, right? And how do I do RCS on this? RCS, there we go. And then okay, so I don't want this to hit again. So now I need to actually, you know what? Let's quick save here. Let's disconnect this back piece. I want to open this shield. I want to set this as the target. Okay. There. Now I can... How do I control this guy? Aim lander. Anus, wait. Uh-oh. Please wait. Have I done badly? Okay, so this is just turning me around. I want to point at that one. I don't seem to be able to control this one by right-clicking on it. Aim camera. I know there's a way to switch vehicles, right? Aim camera. Alright, so now I have this engine going, so if I kind of like point this way and then just kind of okay, this is not gonna work. Yeah, I have a bad feeling that I'm gonna be very bad at doing this kind of docking. Whoa, 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 wrong way. Yeah. I think, want to turn on the limiter now. Oh, what? I got it going the backwards. Where's my... Oh, this is going so badly now. I'm trying to, like, use this thing here. Clampotron docking port. I want to be pointing at it. Alright, let's go back to the quick save. H and... Oh! I was using the wrong... Okay, so H and N go forward? H and N. Oh, look at that! So do they... H and N. So I want to kind of like turn. Okay, I need to set you as my target. I need to open you again. Open shield. Can I go left and right? Alright, so H and N. Oh, wrong button. I'm learning the controls here, guys. On this one. So, no, that's the wrong way. I'm trying to learn, because you go away, please. So, like, when I go, okay, so that's that direction, that's that direction, and then if I go J, which way is J going? Huh. All right, let's reload that again. Yeah, WSC rotates the ship. I get that, but I want to like go vertically sideways. All right, let's try this again. Set that as my target. Open the shield. All right, like right now I want to just kind of like move the ship directly that way. Oh, wrong button. Back it up a bit. Like if I go... Yeah, I'm losing it. Oh, I see it now. And let's please not get angry. So IJ, so it's IJ, K, and L. I, J, K, and L. Okay, I see that there. Okay, I got those. I, J, K, and L. And H and go forward and backwards. Alright, so if I'm looking at the ship, I guess the question is which way is forward. There we go. Alright. Select the nose cone and click control from here. Okay, thank you. And hello, Melon. H and N is up and down, I'm pretty sure. Yep. Yeah, I finally got that. Matrix has been very helpful. But I know that it's frustrating to watch somebody do something. Alright, so we're getting closer. Whoa, whoa. Melon1168, welcome. Okay. Get this in. Oh, wow. Okay, that did not... 3D space. Made our way back to the fairing. Alright. That's why I went red. Ha 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 ha. Okay, bring it down. Bring it in. Oh, wrong way. Come on. Okay. Oh, wrong way. Darn it. Keep thinking it's the opposite of what it is. Okay, so we'll bring this back in. Okay, that's coming back around. Okay. I think we might have this. Yeah! I did it! Woohoo! All right. Jeez. Oh. Actually, I guess we want it to be the other way. Yeah, you know what? Just so you guys know, that's the first time I've ever docked anything together in this game. It's the first time I've ever done it. So I think all in, I think I didn't do too bad. All right, so now we need to transfer. So now we should be able to, if I right click on here, who do we want to bring down to the planet there, right? So right now we've got, we probably don't, well, we leave our pilot up here in this machine, and we'll take our scientist and our engineer down. Who should we bring down? Amazing! That's right. So you docked for no reason, essentially. Well, yeah, no, I docked because I needed to get the crew. I guess I could have done it. Well, I also wanted it in the same stable orbit around. And I also wanted to prove that I could do it. I think we're probably ending this stream with landing on the moon. Scientist. Okay, so we want the scientist in there. So I'll click on you, say transfer crew, Bob, to here. Why can't? Okay, now why can't they do it? This module is either full or internally unreachable. Why? Closed. Hatch status closed. How do you open them? Yeah, but now you're gonna have to rendezvous back with the ship. Yeah, eventually. It's full. What? I've only got one person over here, don't I? Or did they... I thought there was 2 people in the lander can Mark II. Right, like Valentina. I've only got, like, which ship am I actually attached to here? It's full. No, do not undock. No, you have 2. Oh, I do. Okay, there are people in it, I think. Okay, so if I like right click on this one and say transfer crew. Transfer crew. Well, I can't do it. Interesting. Bill might be in the lander can. Yeah, well, I want 2 people in lander can. Here, do you remember your Kerbals filled the lander with pizza boxes and empty soda cans? That's right. Alright, so how do I change to using this ship? Aim. I thought you said I click on the... Like, how do I actually use... Oh, wait, I'm still in the docking interface. How do I stop that? Let's turn... How do I undo... This is the source part. Man! I want to stop trying to transfer crew. Escape? There we go. Alright. So if I click on you and say... Control from here. Whoa! Oh, because I had that. Okay. So now I'm in... EVA. Control from here. So now I actually should be controlling from this side, right? I'm warping? Okay. So now I should be actually controlling from this side. Just EVA is a lot easier, yeah. Valentin Kerman's on this side. Where is... So our scientist, if I EVA him... Yeah, see, he's in the other side. Alright, like I should be able to actually bring him over. And Bill Kerman, EVA, he's on the lander can side. That's interesting. Of course it's like dark over here, so let's... Can I rotate this around so that we can see what we're doing? Okay, so where's the lander can entrance? Okay, there they are. There's the 2 entrances. Right? Like if I say... Transfer crew. Yeah, see, he's only in this side. He is only over here. So if I say you, transfer crew, I want to transfer Bob to you. Yeah, so for some reason I can't do it. I don't know why. So if we go... Oh, suddenly Brett Light appears out of nowhere and kills Anubis, leaving nothing but a skeleton. Suddenly Anubis catches fire and creates a flaming skull. Hello, welcome. Alright, so if I go to my scientist and I EVA him, let's zoom in a bit, and then we will let go, and it's R for RCS, and then I'm just gonna... Grab, and then board. Okay, so now they're both in here. Make sure I'm controlling from this side, right? So control from here. Okay, so now I want to undock this. Okay, now we're in this ship, and I want to extend the landing gear. And we want to set our... Oh, we don't have a... We don't have a pilot anymore. So I have to do this. Oh, and I don't have RCS. No. Oh, jeez. I should have brought my pilot. I don't have... Or do I have SAS? Oh, I do, because we were smart and we put the thing on. Okay. Prograde, retrograde. So I want retrograde. And then we want to start burning. And slow ourselves down. And land on the light side. I'm gonna kind of maybe try and land in around here, maybe. Now full burn. Remember, it's not like Earth. There is no atmosphere to slow you down, so you want to line up with the ground. Okay. Right, so I kind of wanted to let, I guess I don't need the docking port alignment thing anymore. So like if I look here now, it's going to come in pretty steep into this canyon, which I don't know if I necessarily want, but so now if I like kind of like move this forward a bit. And then it'll point down. Never leave the map view for too long while adjusting your orbit. Quick save. Thank you. How much fuel do we have? Don't let it go over 200 meters per second. Okay. We're gonna see if we can land. Stop burning. Okay. Orbit will decrease as you go down. Alright, so we're going to come in kind of like this. Oh, actually we're coming in over here, aren't we? And I'm going too fast, so I want to burn to slow myself down, right? So kind of like that. I don't know. Get as close as the ground. As you get closer to the ground, slow to 100 meters per second. Retract the gears until you're getting closer. It doesn't matter. There's no atmosphere here. If you land over 5 meters per second, you will die. I think I'm doing alright. Where's my shadow? Where's my shadow? There it is. Okay, so we got a little bit of ways to go. Coming in for a nice smooth landing. Look at us. Come on. Oh! No! After all of that? Stop! We did it! We landed! We're on the ground! Okay, so now we go EVA. You're obstructed! Okay, stop. EVA! Yay! And then, let go. Here's our first Kerbal. Bonk. Okay, we made a Kerbal on the moon. And then let's go back over to you. Set as target. Use. How do I get the other Kerbal out? Aim. How do I go back over here and get my last Kerbal out? Oh, it's like, there we go. And then Bob, EVA, and then let go. And then there's, what was it, F2? Yeah, there we go. One small step for a couple of Kerbals. One giant leap for Kerbal kind. Yes, let's plant a flag. So, plant flag. Site name is We Made It. Oh, that didn't work. So there's one, okay, and then we're gonna put you over here. We got the sun in the wrong spot, so now let's flip over to you. And F2, there we go. There we go. Look at that, guys. Quick save. We did it now. This is now a rescue mission. Yeah. Actually, you know what? Because the gravity is so low on the moon, I bet you we could jump back in here and actually just start the engine off and just fly off. I think I could do it. But this is actually, we're over time for the end of the stream, so if I do try and take off, maybe I'll make a video out of my attempt to get back to Kerbal, to Kerbin. But we made it. We made it to the moon. With our crazy contraption, you can take off from Earth on your side. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, it's not gonna be hard anyone. Yeah. I was hoping that we could... I was hoping that it would be a rescue mission. Yeah, no, I could easily jump back into this. There's enough fuel in here and everything. Like, if I go back to the map, basically I would just push myself off because the gravity is so little. And then I have to do a rendezvous to my ship in orbit here. Hook back up with it. And then from here, switch to you. We would have to then, like, we connect back up to this and we'd use the engine on this guy, the big engine on this guy to get back to Kerbin and then back in. So yeah. Maybe what I'll do is I'll record the rest of this. Like, I'll try and record the way back and release that as a video if I have the time for it, but we'll see. Time has definitely been a problem for me. Oh, there's that other piece, yeah, way out there. Oh, we can switch to that piece too. How do I switch back to the guys on the ground? Well, I can probably figure that out eventually. It's interesting. Oh, we got main rocket debris. But I hope you guys enjoyed. And we'll see you all on Thursday for some Elite Dangerous action. And I will see you then. So goodbye for now. Goodbye, everybody. Have a great one. This was fun. Thanks for all the help, too, everybody, especially our Matrix. You probably made this flight possible. So thank you.